What's going on, guys? Ring-a-ding here from Stillwater, Minnesota, aka Ring Lawn Care, Brian Ring. Hey, I've been nominated or challenged by Cut and Clean Lawn Care and Southern Style Lawn Care. So there's this gas station here. Is that the ring-a-ding? Fall River Lawn Care, aka Kevin Frost Get to Know Me Challenge. Now, I think this is an awesome idea. Kevin, as you guys know, I built his company website. That process there was an opportunity for Kevin and I to get to know each other a little better, and I cannot tell you how great of a guy he is. I mean, you know, he came to Minnesota not too long ago here, maybe a couple months ago, with him and his wife, and he thought a ring-a-ding right away, you know, to hook up and go have a burger or something, which I thought was awesome, by the way. You know, he's an awesome guy. He has an awesome wife, and I think this is an awesome challenge. I really do. I think it will help bring our community a little closer together, little by little, step by step, and just show the other side of us, you know, instead of like talking about lawn care, landscaping, and snow plowing all the time, showing off our mowers, which we haven't had an opportunity to do yet. I know some of you southern boys and girls have already had that opportunity. But right out the gate, here's what I want to do. I want to do it kind of the opposite way that maybe most of you have been doing it, and that is I'm going to shout you out right now, my three that I challenge to get to know you better, okay? The first one is Mauricio Rivera of Chicago, Illinois. Now, this gentleman and I, we have kind of built a reputation as guys who grew up hard, grew up, you know, without much means, without much money, but that's how we connected, and you know, we kind of see things somewhat the same in regards to life, you know. So I made a real good connection there. He's a real solid guy and a hard worker. The next one on my list would be Joe DePace of Shelby Township, Michigan, Beppy's Lawn Care. Now, this is a 20-year-old guy that I'm dubbing one of our leaders in this industry for years to come. And the reason I say that is Joe DePace, 20 years old, I consider a really good friend, if not a brother. And that's being as real as I possibly can for you to get to know that much about me. Keep in mind, I'm 46 years old. I have 5 children of my own. All of my children are older than him. And keep in mind, I also have 2 grandchildren. My oldest son and my youngest son have made me a grandfather of 2 beautiful grandsons. But Joe DePace, solid guy, wiser and older than his 20 years, trust me. And last but not least, someone who, you know, I look up to in this industry, even though he doesn't have near the experience in the industry that I do, but his words of wisdom are just phenomenal. And I actually learn a ton from him, whether it be from marketing, lawn care, or just dealing with brands, you know, dealing with big companies or something like that. Like, let's say Toro, right? But his name is Naylor. I don't know how to pronounce his name 100% correct, but it starts with a T. Anyway, he's from Central Virginia, and his channel is called Rookie, aka Lawn Rookie. But those 3 guys right there, I challenge to get to know me better, right? All right, so how did I get my nickname? Ring-a-ding. Well, I used to play park board football at a park called Potterhorn Park in South Minneapolis, Minnesota. My coach knew my dad. He actually used to work with him at the post office, and I guess my dad got the nickname first from him. You know, he basically just called him Ring-a-ding, right? But this guy was coaching, my park board football team. And one day we're just in practice, and, I must have been slacking off or something like that, which is weird. Maybe that's how I got my work ethic. I don't know. Because he put a fire under my butt, and he yelled at me, and he said, "Ring-a-ding, run that football." So from that day on, it stuck. Ring-a-ding, right? So that's how I got my nickname. Well, I guess some more that I could share with you, my work history. I'm somewhat like Chant Singvasa. He loves to work. He thinks about work all the time. He thinks about the hustle. He thinks about the grind. And I mean, he's someone I look up to too, just in regards to his work ethic and the type of person he is. He's helped me with, my camera situation. I have never had a camera in my life. So, I mean, the one thing maybe you guys don't know is how grateful I am for people like that. And just know, that's what drives me, is people. I love to interact. I love to engage with people. I love having conversation, as you can imagine, with people. Sometimes, my way or my thoughts of coming across to people, they may not understand what I'm saying, or they might take it wrong. But genuinely, I am a grateful person, and I'm a giver. I love to see people succeed. I love to hear people's failures, as weird as that sounds, because I love to be there and share my experiences to maybe help pave the way for that person, or them pave the way for me. I mean, even though I'm 46 years old and I have lived life, I know there's much more life to live. But as far as my work history is concerned, my first 10 years of working were in the restaurant bar industry. I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot about what people like and don't like, right? Like when I'm serving food to a customer and they're not happy with their meal, how do you respond to that? How do you take care of them? So I learned from an early age of customer service. After those 10 years of working in the restaurant bar industry, that's where I did a lot of, of my bad adult living. I mean, I was running the streets all the time, not knowing what I was doing, always in jail, you know what I mean? There's moments that I was homeless where, I didn't find a meal to eat, didn't find a pillow to lay on. But, once I got out of the bar restaurant industry, I started to find my way, I started to find out, what it was that was driving me. And I'll be upfront with you, man, it was my children. And maybe you guys know, right after the bar industry, I found the lawn care industry. And that was in 1994. And from that moment on, it's kind of history. I mean, you've heard all my story in other videos. I just want to say thank you, Kevin from Fall River. I really appreciate this opportunity, and I think you're onto something here, of just getting our community, together to come as one, and just let people be themselves. I always say be you, because nobody can do that better. I just thought this would be a great opportunity to actually do that and be that. But I want to say thanks for the challenge, and hey, Lawn Rookie, Naylor, Joe DePace, Beppy's Lawn Care, and Mauricio Rivera from Chicago, Illinois. You've been challenged.